us going number one in the podcast battle because that was dope.
Save it till we're live. Oh, look at this!
We are live.
We should. I know we should go share this out to everyone because we are doing an impromptu Marvel Tribe.
We're hijacking everything. Do it, Sam.
Remember that time I actually did hijack everything before we had permission?
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
I remember watching that episode before I joined the team.
You're like, this girl literally just broke the Diz Insider website.
It was pretty solid.
Yup.
Okay, let's go share it everywhere.
All right, I'm sharing now. We got 2 viewers, unless it's us.
It's probably
as we're sharing us.
It might be us. If you're not us, leave a comment. And a like.
If you are us, leave a comment.
Oh, we probably should tell our Discord followers that we're live. Sorry, Discord followers. Okay, hang on.
We're going all the way live.
David, are you sharing with all the moms?
I don't have like a secret bat channel for the moms. Like,
who
asked me that earlier?
Sean did. Sean asked you. Sean asked you to make a video to get all the moms to vote for the contest.
Yeah, for us to win in the podcast battle. Which we the champions.
We did it. We did win.
We are the champions.
Oh my god, that was a hard fought freaking battle. I was stressing and stuff. And
I love that after we won, our message group went quiet for like 8 hours. Like nobody hopped on and shared.
We're exhausted.
We were literally done.
Yeah. We inked that one out. I mean, was it 4 votes? Was it in?
It was 6 votes.
6 votes. That's freaking crazy.
I'm about to go make some people real mad.
Drop the everyone.
Louis already knows. I'm about to hit add everyone in the Walt's apartment behind the lab room. I'm sorry, everyone.
I mean, I hate to say this, but like it's.
There it is.
Sean said you have 5 minutes to start. Bro, we've already started.
We started. What the hell? Does it not show us starting?
It says we're live.
Yeah. It does say there it is in the corner.
User saying everyone.
That was me. Hi.
Just leave that on there so everyone's like, wow.
Everybody got this.
Oh my gosh. I think Facebook might be broke. Let's make sure Sean can see us.
Wait, so are we not on Facebook right now?
I don't know. Yeah, there you go. We've got 6 people now.
Okay.
I think we broke TikTok broke Facebook for a second. There was like a lag in the live or something. All right, you guys ready to get started? Should I do the intro?
Yes, you're doing the intro.
All right.
Set us up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Marvel Tribe, special live edition, brought to you by Walt's Apartment Podcast and the Diz Insider. I'm Sam. You've got Louis, Blue Knight, and the Blurred Hulk with us tonight. We are joined. So I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. Why did you let me do
Started from the top. You got this.
This is why we record Marvel Tribe not live. All right.
Hey everyone. Pirate radio. There we go.
Is it going, Keith?
Hi, Keith.
What up?
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Marvel Tribe special live edition, brought to you by Walt's Apartment Podcast and the Diz Insider. I'm Sam. We're joined by Lou Knight and the Blurred Hulk. We are going to be talking all things of Secret Invasion trailer. Actually, David and I haven't seen it. Louis has seen a quick little sneak peek. We're going to do a live reaction video. David has his Cocaine Bear mirror with us.
Something's going to invade his nostrils right now.
So we're talking Secret Invasion. The trailer just came out tonight. We are going to do a live reaction. We're going to talk about Skrulls. We're going to talk about Nick Fury. We are going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. So welcome. Come hang out with us.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I had to restart that intro because I'm me.
Boom, boom, boom. Marvel Tribes. All right.
So if you guys haven't seen, I'll share with everybody that hasn't seen. This is the. I love this poster.
Dude, that's dope. That's dope.
It has.
It gives me Agents of Shields vibes, though.
What I hope is I hope they drop like all the characters with this same style. So let everybody believe like you really don't know who's a Skrull and who's not. And I hope they drop everybody in this poster style.
Dude, this is dope. I'm sorry. I got one. We already kind of knew this was going to be kind of in the vein of like Winter Soldier. But two, I'm getting like Usual Suspects kind of vibes. Like they're really about to take us to that dark kind of political thing. And the poster says it's all. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for this trailer. I can't wait to watch this.
With the poster, I'm curious though. Do you think we'll get like Infinity War type of trailers where like they'll put stuff in the poster that has nothing to do with Secret Invasion just to deter us? Because there's that infamous Wakanda scene where you got Hulk running through, and that scene never came through.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with Skrulls. Like you never know. So I think that we're gonna get a lot of things that in poster teaser trailers that or in the trailers that. We don't know if it's Skrulls, if it's reality.
Are you in if you saw a Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man's Secret Invasion poster like that had nothing to do with the show, but Disney just did it just to troll us to see what we thought?
I'd be upset.
No, I'd be mad. I'm like, let that die. So there is a split faction of people who are like, we want Captain America and Iron Man to come back somehow, some way. So no, man, and this is why. I'll just tell you my own personal opinion. Marvel has a huge bench of characters that are not even here yet. You go that route. We don't need to recycle and play the old tunes. We got what we needed from them. Let's move on. Let's keep expanding and opening up. We have a huge roster. They have one of the best rosters for characters and stuff. So let's go explore.
Like we've only seen half of the Young Avengers at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And we know they're coming. Start using them.
Yep. So if we're gonna do some sneak drops, like give us a Fantastic Four, give us an X-Men character. Do that. Like start introducing these new and you get that same nostalgic piece and stuff because like, oh, I recognize that dude, but never seen him in the Marvel Universe before. Do that. Let's not recycle those Tony Stark and Captain America.
So what I'm hearing you say is Reed Richards.
Yeah, give us Reed. I'll take any of them and stuff.
Oh, but we also have to play out our Storm theories though.
So that would be dope if they did that. If they absolutely, for me, it's almost I'm getting myself too emotionally invested in this theory because it makes so much sense for Storm to be in Haiti. It just makes sense for them to they were basically kind of retconning T'Challa's storyline with Prince T'Challa. So he's going to get to probably do all the stuff that they had the original T'Challa do when he gets older. And man, I wonder how we can age him up. I mean, I wonder if there's some kind of quantum kind of, I don't know, but he can get aged up by time Battle Royale
I don't want him to be aged up. Like
he's going to be. We're going to get Battle World in the next 10 years and stuff. He's going to go from teenager to adult or whatever. And hey, he can be at school right now, chilling with Aurora. And she's from Haiti, and they have to deal with hurricanes and everything else, which makes so much sense for her as a mutant to be from that island. It just fits so much better than her origin stories being from Egypt, which is where it is in the comic book.
Quick pause for a second. Hi, Raiden. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Raiden is one of my students.
Snap.
Delaney's his mom. Raiden. I've known Delaney since she was like 12. So if Delaney, if Raiden's going to tell me he lost his tooth, I'm going to be really, really sad because I was waiting to pull it out for him. But good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Did you have the floss string ready to tie it? And
No,
put
my
it- tie
kids
'em
are
to the door?
literally like, it's this running joke. The kids at my school are literally obsessed with having me pull their teeth out. So they come to me and I like put gloves on and I pull their teeth out.
How did they become obsessed with that? Like, is that like
It's wow.
Because they get okay, because if you lose your tooth at school, you get a really cool tooth
Okay.
necklace and you get to ring the tooth fairy bell.
You get a tooth necklace. I can just imagine like Lord of the Flies. There's a kid there that had his teacher take out all his teeth. It just has a whole bling bling necklace.
I was just picturing like a kid. I was just picturing like a kid like in the bathroom. Like, I want that necklace, and they're trying to like jimmy their teeth out.
They
Like,
don't know. They come to me and they're like, "My tooth is really loose. Will you take it out?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Do you cast away it with like an ice skate? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I just put gloves on and twist.
See, I know teachers who are afraid to give hugs to their students. I mean, she's out here doing doctor mechanics and stuff like for freaking Little Shop of Horrors.
So much so they're coming to the live to tell you I got a loose tooth.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I love my babies. I'll do whatever for them.
You guys ready for this one?
Let's see this. Are you ready to watch the trailer?
I am so ready. I'm so excited for this trailer. Please don't disappoint me. Don't do it.
I'm gonna cry if it's disappointing.
Here I go. Can you guys see that okay? Is that still...
I might cry. I cry when there's new releases.
All right, let me know if you can or can't hear it.
I can hear it.
Good.
Boom.
All right.
Fury.
Ooh, look at Fury.
Since you've been gone,
Oh, man.
things have gotten much worse.
Oh,
Okay.
How you think I came back?
Loving how this is starting out.
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us, old friend.
What?
whoa.
We got MI6 involved. Okay.
This is personal.
Very few of us know about the wars fought in the shadows
Okay.
that have
Maria.
raged
Oh,
on this
okay.
planet.
Everett. Okay.
Do you feel responsible?
Is that Talos' daughter? Is that who Emily Clark is?
Where are the Avengers?
Yeah.
This war is one I have to fight alone.
You're the most wanted man on the planet.
All right, Rhodey.
You don't know what they have planned for you.
The great Nick Fury.
Okay.
One last
Rebel.
fight.
Flip the collar. Boom.
Oh,
Okay, I'm hyped. Yes. Yes, Marvel. We need this. More of this.
there were some vibes in there where I was like, "This is Nick Fury, and this is a scroll."
Okay, so
When he was sitting at a desk and he had the glasses on, I was like, "That's a scroll. That's not Nick Fury. That's a scroll."
you also have like two different Nick Furies. I noticed. You have like goatee Nick Fury, and you got beard Nick Fury. Now I don't know if he goes through like a Jumanji scene where he's like, "I need to shave this," but like they kept bouncing back and forth, and I'm like, "Hold on, there's two different Nick Furies." I was like, "Wait a minute."
We might go ahead.
I'm excited. I'm really curious because they didn't give us nothing, but they gave us enough to really like, let's go.
So
I
I
laughed.
really go ahead.
Sorry, dude. I was gonna say I laughed so hard when they were like, "A lot's happened since you've been gone." Well, yeah, Wanda enslaved an entire town.
Oh, a ton while he's been on vacation and stuff.
But
really?
but Maria Hill. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, she's running the show and stuff.
Yes.
So if Nick is the most wanted person on the planet, then yeah, she is obviously running the show. Obviously, she's also loyal to Nick, and I'm curious as if Emily Clark's character, who we known as, Khaleesi from Game of Thrones and other movies and stuff. If she is Talos' daughter that we saw in Captain Marvel when she was little, out there, if that's her,
Yeah.
not sure. Looks like she is a part of Nick Fury's Shield's team. But yeah, the beard thing, I don't know. It could be maybe Nick was on, he's been on vacation, decided to grow out the bush, and now he's back in business. You got to tighten it up. Yeah, you got to tighten it up.
Groomer.
But he
Yeah,
kept,
we'll
he
go
kept
see
himself
him.
bald. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, him and Spider-Man, they share the same barber there in Brooklyn, so he went to go get trimmed up. I'm about to get back in business and let's do this. So,
I
So
totally just said groomer like he was.
groomer a dog, yeah.
someone posted a fan theory in I forgot what it was on the comments of that post. I forgot who was, but they were mentioning Nick Fury apparently may be the only person that actually remembers who Spider-Man is because he was there when he got introduced and he's gone now. So he may still know, which keeps it kind of feathered in. But one thing that stood out to me too, all of the I don't want to say Avengers, but like there's a lot of cameos. You got Ross, you got Rhodes. Yep. There's still quite a big lineup of characters in this, especially seeing Wakanda Forever, how much Ross kind of steps up and becomes a player, and now he's in this. So I'm really surprised on that. But one thing, I don't know if you guys caught it, Rhodes doesn't have his leg braces anymore. So is that the Rhodes we know, or is that a Rhodes that is not the Rhodes we know? Because does Fury know about those leg braces?
Well,
Nick Fury knows everything.
Yeah, there's very little he knows about the going-ons and stuff with the Avengers and stuff. But I agree with you. I think Rhodes, because Rhodes went to Wakanda to get cured of his paralysis. Tony Stark had to engineer him some legs and stuff. So while I don't know what that if he really is without that or he's a scroll. I mean, I'm telling you right now, the only person I'm trusting, that poster says, who do you trust? I'm trusting Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I don't even care if he's a scroll. He can oh, Nick, you got me. You're a scroll. I'm still trusting Nick Fury. He's the only person I'm going to hold on. Everyone else is suspect to me from here on out.
I'm not sure. Well, yeah. Well, we've seen Maria be compromised before. So I can't even say Maria, but yeah, I'm going to go Nick Fury. He's the only one.
Yeah, see, there's a reason I changed my name to Lou Knight. I don't trust anybody in that show anymore.
Everybody
at this point, none of you guys prove me wrong.
You're going to have to. Well, but the thing is, Nick Fury is so used to dealing with Skrulls, and he knows the test to prove whether you are who you are. So I agree with David.
I'm excited for this. It looks like it's shot like the way Winter Soldier is.
Yes, there's so much action.
Oh my God, I love these kind of thrillers. This is what Marvel was really good at when they went that route with Captain America and stuff. And so I'm like, yes, they needed this and stuff. Like, granted, whether you what happened in Phase 4 and then the opening of Phase 5 or whatnot and stuff, this type of film our show will always kind of ground you back into bringing back those fans. If those people who have problems with Phase 4, they're going to watch this show and I think they're going to be hyped. We haven't seen the episodes. We don't know. All we're doing is reacting off of that trailer and stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm hyped for it. I'm a Marvel fanboy, obviously, and stuff. But I know when you can kind of almost piece it together. Like, okay, this is going to be good. There's no question this is going to be good.
Well, that and it's going to start a domino effect, kind of like when we watched, what was it, Infinity War, where the dust. No, it was Ant-Man. Sorry, Ant-Man. The very end of Ant-Man 2. You saw Ant-Man and all that turn to dust, Maria Hill, and you thought that was just an Infinity War, and you realize, no, it's still going. These are tie-ins. So Skrulls going forward, you can get really close to a character and I trust him. And in a certain movie, they flipped, and you're like, no, why? So I feel like the Skrulls is almost like a plan B for the next few phases, because you obviously got Kang, but now you're worried about who's who and are they real? So it really throws a wrench into the fan and a whole new domino effect to this whole next 2 phases that we already know is coming.
It's literally going to keep us on the edge of our seats.
And we get to see comic book accurate Skrulls, because in the comic book, Skrulls weren't refugees and stuff. They went in to dominate planets and take everything else. So we got some rebel Skrulls. Obviously, a Skrull versus Skrull here, because you got Talos, who's obviously the good guy. The refugees are just trying to find a home or whatnot, and they've made some friends and connections. So they can't make that character. It makes no sense to make them the evil Skrulls. You have to have that faction, which looks like we have. We have the rebel Skrulls, like from Secret Wars in the comic, which I'm excited for. So we're going to get the nasty Skrulls that I've been kind of looking forward to. And not to say I was let down when I found out, in Captain Marvel, that the Skrulls were refugees and the Kree was the villains and stuff. But I'm glad to see that they're kind of bringing it home, because we may get Super Skrull. And I hope that area where you see all those people being experimented on underneath the sheets and stuff like that's how they created Super Skrull, not there on that planet, on their own planet, but they can create it on Earth and stuff. And so I'm looking forward to seeing oh God, please give me Super Skrull in this. So
When I'm thinking back to so I'm taking it back to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I know we're not but okay. So when we think about the Terrigenesis, and they go through the Terrigenesis, I think that was were they Kree?
I didn't see Agents. You know me about Agents of Skrull.
I know it's not canon, and it's not canon. Okay, so I feel like they were Kree.
Okay.
And that's why I still see them as the villains all the time. But they kind of created their own super soldier. So I'm wondering how it's going to be similar. Because I think they're Kree. Because it's more like a Terrigenesis process. So I don't know. It's just me wanting to see more of
anything that ties in. Anything that ties into.
No, me wanting to see Brett Dalton.
Oh.
Oh man. I'm curious though how much they're gonna, because this I just looked it up. It's only a 6-episode series, which I think is the shortest of all of Disney Plus. So that first episode they're gonna come out the gates running on this, because they only got 6.
And we know
they're longer episodes though, right?
I hope.
What I've heard, they're supposed to be longer, but then again, I feel like a lot of Disney Plus shows they're not consistent with them, which I'm okay with, but some of them are drastically not consistent. So hopefully they're in that 45 to an hour marker, because then you can get a lot of bang for your buck. But I
want more than that. I want an hour to an hour and a half if they're only giving us 6.
I mean,
especially because we've talked about how they are they're good for those first few episodes, and then they rush. If they only have 6 episodes, are they going to rush the entire thing?
Remains to be seen. We'll see.
Unless Secret Invasions is going to become, and I'm not trying to say this comparison because it's nowhere near it, unless Secret Invasions is going to become Disney Plus's version of S.H.I.E.L.D., where we get these mini-series in between films to kind of help spiderweb the smaller stories. I don't want it either, but 6 episodes is very short.
So,
if you're going to do
if they give me 6 episodes every 2 to 3 months, okay.
If they're going to do 6 episodes at 30 minutes, they might as well just drop the movie.
No, I mean in 2 to 3 months.
Think about it this way: this is going to be a long movie, because it says here runtime is about 45 to 50 minutes for each of the episodes and stuff. So with that, I mean, you're looking at that's a 4.5 hour movie that they're going to be unfolding in a 6-part series and stuff. So I think they can do it. They've when they got their feedback from the fandom, from the initial the Wanda, what was the show that came on after Wanda?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, when they're they got their feedback about the rush jobs and everything else and stuff, and before production started on this, I'm hoping maybe, and they do tend to kind of play fan service in some of their stuff. Hopefully they're okay, maybe we can even this out and not really kind of do that, wrap it up kind of, and have these filler episodes and everything else, and then rush everything at the end. They can just kind of make it kind of flow succinctly for that full 6 episodes, and we have a 4.5, 5-hour movie and stuff. So we'll see how that goes and stuff.
Or this could be like a prelude to probably New World Order for the next Captain America installment, because honestly, like you were sharing, it gives off Winter Soldier vibes. And New World Order, from what I've hear about it, is it's got that darker side of Captain America that we enjoy. So it could be a prelude to that, where New World Order is talking about this, and this is just getting us ready for that. Because I think New World Order comes out the beginning of next year, or is it the end of this year?
It's the end of this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Nope, next year. It's next year.
So, I mean, we also have Guardians. I mean, we have a few movies in between. So it could be that. I mean, it can be a prelude to – I don't see it being a prelude to the Marvels as much as New World Order, but it could be. I definitely don't see it being a prelude to the Guardians. I think the Guardians are closing out their run, but we ultimately don't know. But it could be that. If it's 6 episodes that lean heavily into New World Order, then I'm in. Because then that's only about a 9-month gap until we get more in a feature-length film. So we'll see.
And so what I'm really excited about is it's going to show the other side of the secrets. This is the secret side of what's going on in the Marvel universe and stuff. Yeah. So anytime you do stuff like that, and it's canon to everything else, and it informs other things and stuff, I'm all for it. I'm like, show me the underbelly pieces, the secret wars, the spy, the espionage. What is governments doing while we have Avengers here and we have battles and what's the battles that they're fighting? What's the other? How much do they know what's going on and stuff?
Speaking of the Avengers, there was a question asked in that trailer. Where are the Avengers?
Les Avengers.
Avengers.
And I love that they asked that, because I feel like a lot of just movie-going fans of Marvel always ask that question. Well, why didn't they just show up? So I like that they played a nod to that, because I remember my first self watching some of the side character movies. Well, why aren't the Avengers here? Why aren't the Avengers here? After doing a lot more homework and getting more in depth with Marvel, I realized, it doesn't play to the story. And I like that they do that nod in the trailer, because now there's no intention for the Avengers to show up. Do I think we'll get some? I think we'll get some that we don't call Avengers, but someone that's going to start leading the way.
New Avengers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is, it's a big world. It is, and a lot of stuff going on all the time, and we know Avengers don't get paid, so maybe they ain't got the time to go and fight every single person's battle.
They're out trying to make a living just like the rest of us.
See, I think so. I'm gonna say this. I think what we're experiencing is what's called Superman syndrome. And Superman ruined a lot of comic book movies in this simple way. And it wasn't done on purpose. It's just the way it is. Superman was this universal hero that will be at any conflict anywhere on the planet all at once. And that's not based in reality, but it is for superhero movies, because that's all we had. So remember when Superman, he went around the globe to undo the dam that killed Lois Lane, and he stopped a nuclear reactor, and he was here and there. He was solving all of the world's problems all at the same time. And if you really sat and thought about that, that's impossible. He also did it while working at the Daily Planet. Yeah, he kept a second job. This was a side hustle. His superhero was he was Uber of superheroes and stuff. That's not reality, but we got raised up on that. That was in our brain. So we do ask that question. Where's Avengers and all this, all these threats and stuff that are happening and stuff? The world is huge. They can't be everywhere at every time and stuff. And I personally think they should never answer that question. No one should come forward and ask that in a movie and then address it because fans want to. No, just let it lie the way it is, and people start getting it once things start. You're like, okay, they can't handle every freaking threat that there is and stuff. It's like the Guardians of the Galaxy handling every single threat in space. It's just not possible and stuff for that to happen and stuff.
I like the way you put that. That's
I like the way you just went to Guardians of the Galaxy, because Are we
Nice
getting
segue.
more info on them tomorrow?
Yeah, but I got a question for you guys on Secret Invasions. So I'm not the biggest Marvel head. I'm still very rookie level for the most part. But I asked this we talked about She-Hulk, and sure enough, we said if Hulk shows up with his son, mind blown. And sure enough, it happened. So going into Secret Invasions, 6 episodes. What's the one play? If Marvel does this, chances are they won't. But if there's one play they do, what's something that's going to really just blow your mind? Like, holy cow, they did that in Secret Invasions.
Super Skrull, 100%. Super Skrull with Fantastic Four powers. That would literally send me to.
I want that too.
That's all. That's
Super
really
Skrull
all
Fantastic
I'm
Four
rooting for. I'm tying up everything into that one thing. Super Skrull with Fantastic Four powers. It's done. It's
all of their powers.
That's what he has. He has all of their powers and stuff. So,
that would make sense to the short 6 episodes. You finish with that, and then all of a sudden you get a cliffhanger of who the Fantastic Four are, and you close out the season like that. And then you just built the yellow brick road for money for Fantastic Four itself.
So then we have the Fantastic Four trying to battle the Super Skrull because they're matched up.
I mean, and do we really need another I forget the word for it, but do we need another whole movie about Fantastic Four and how they became the Fantastic Four? Or can we be where, like, they already know they're the Fantastic Four? Can we jump that, kind of like what Spider-Man did, where we don't need to go back and have them go to space and get all that the challenges they face?
They can do that in a quick backstory during a film where they already know who they are.
Correct. I don't need a whole entire origin movie and stuff. Yeah, like Sam says, they're established. Let them be established and jump in, and we can get a quick here and there story, whatever. But I don't want a whole origin movie about how they become the Fantastic Four.
Absolutely not. Not right now. Maybe later.
And they could make nods to Doom. I mean, being the big head that he is in Secret Invasions. Not necessarily showing who he is, but making nods to, hey, we have all these big heads in this Secret Invasion. Who are we talking to? You could just, hey, like they did with, again, going back to Captain America Winter Soldier, when they said, oh, we have eyes on you, Stephen Strange. And they're like, if you caught that name, you knew who it was. But if not, it went right out the window and you missed it. So
can I annoy you guys for a second?
Huh?
Can I annoy you for a second? Are you ready?
What have you been doing this whole time?
Are you ready for this?
So,
what if Namor forgets who he is and gets amnesia?
I knew it. Really? Not one freaking episode? Talk about unrelated.
And then no, it is not. It is totally related.
All right.
Where is he introduced in the comics?
Go ahead.
Okay, so what if he gets
him?
No. But he's introduced because he gets amnesia, and they find him in a hostel, and they throw him back in the water, and because they know who he is.
He gets his powers and his.
He gets his powers, and then he gets pissed off at humanity, and then that's what makes him want vengeance against the world. What if that happens?
So you want to see a homeless man, Namor? Maybe he bumps into Nick Fury, and he just. Yeah. No.
Not in this movie. In the future.
Oh, in the future.
I mean, in the future, anything's possible.
I just want to see Namor's thing be thinking, okay?
Here's my only issue with that. How do you... It doesn't... For me, it doesn't make sense. Like, he's established. He's not going to be on
Maybe the longer that he's out of water, he forgets. He gets amnesia.
If that's the case, if we're going to go Namor, I mean, Wanda's kids are coming back, too, in this show.
Well, no, her real children will eventually.
So, he got baked dry in Shuri's ship, and he pretty much had his faculties with him. Just his powers were. So, if he's getting out of water, dehydrating, or whatever you're saying, he's doing
like a sardine.
Yeah, I don't know. Namor is.
I just pictured that episode of SpongeBob where him and Patrick are out of water, and they're just
water. They have their pinkies up still. Yeah. Water.
So I'm for the Namor Fantastic Four combo thing because that's just kind of it pays homage to the comic books, and plus Namor's a player that dude, he likes to swipe people's
Oh
wives.
my
and stuff.
gosh, he can
I
swipe
mean,
me.
if we're going that way, with Fantastic Four, then I hope they go
What up,
so
Matt?
far down. I hope they go so far down the road that they see the Fusion Four, where the Human Torch dies.
I'd be okay with that.
Because that's where Spider-Man New York doesn't want him no more, so he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna join you guys and fill that fourth spot." And they become the Fusion Four. I think it's only like a 6 comic issue or 6 issues.
I mean,
Marvel
technically,
needs to wait.
the whole reason they found Namor in the Fantastic Four comics, anyways, is because the Human Torch was being a freaking crybaby.
Yeah. So Marvel do needs to wipe characters off the board. They need to do it pretty effectively to open up more characters because people do hang on to a lot of their. I mean, right now we have the talk of where's Captain America, the original Captain America at? What's he? He's dead. I'm sorry. They just didn't kill him the right way. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a funeral.
They sent him to space.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a rumor mill and everything else.
He's actually a Skrull right now.
So, yeah. So, and, Tony Stark, dead. He's gone. He's not
He's
coming
dead.
back.
He's dead.
The only way possible I see Tony Stark, RDJ return is if he turns into AI,
he's the new Jarvis.
Yeah, Riri. For Riri, she uses him because he's her inspiration. For the tech, and she builds a AI that is designed to just act like a Tony Stark, and then we get RDJ back and stuff. But beyond that, no, I'm good.
As far as Tony Stark in the physical body, absolutely not. I would be literally livid if that happened.
I got a question for you guys. And 3 characters. Who do you think their time is done? Who do you think that Marvel can wipe the slate with? It's time for you to call it an end, right into the sunset. 3 characters that we still have that you think they are overdue now.
Oh well, do
better
Hawkeye
not.
counts? Because Hawkeye is already
He's
retired.
washed up. He's washed up.
So 3 existing characters that I think is done, and I hate. Oh God. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Winter Soldier can go away. Loki can go away, and that third one, it might be a little controversial here.
Say it.
So I'm going to say this, and this is contingent on Marvel getting the full rights and everything else to make this happen. But if they can't make World War Hulk happen, I want Bruce Banner to go away. Just be done.
Really?
And I love the Hulk. I'm the
I
blurred
didn't
Hulk.
expect that.
But it's controversial. Wipe him off the board, and
Okay.
let's work on his son Scar, and we'll go from there. So we can even get Amadeus Cho, who replaces Hulk. After the events of taking the arrow to the brain and all that other stuff from the original Bruce Banner. But yeah, wipe him off the board. I said it. It's controversial. There it is. So
I will say I will agree with Winter Soldier. There's not really a use for Bucky anymore, especially with his cheat code arm that everybody's probably learned since they've watched
Thunderbolts. No. Bucky gone.
This is difficult. Okay, this one I'm going to get a lot of hate for, but I'm going to say after this movie, Nick Fury.
What?
I'm going to say after this movie, Nick Fury. I think he's going to have to hang up his cape.
He's James Bond in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, but at some point, you get too old to do shit.
He's going to be Grandpa Bond in the Marvel Universe.
He's going to pass it on. He's going to pass on the torch. And I'm okay with Vision being gone, including White Vision.
Ooh. Okay. White Vision hasn't even really got started. Okay. You're already ready to wipe him off the board. Okay.
Yeah. I think we should have just left it with Vision.
Okay. That's fair. Hey,
I'm also okay with not starting the West Coast Avengers, so that's part of it.
Yes. Yeah, they can.
Because
All right,
that would be White Vision's origin, right? That would be his team.
Yes.
Danny.
Thank you, Danny. Yes. Never too old. I was telling what's up.
Oh, Danny.
Yeah, that's Bond. We need a who's the advisor in James Bond? The M6 is her name, or Nick Fury always has a place. Period.
I think Darcy should take over.
Darcy can go away too. I mean, let's be real.
Poor Darcy.
I like Darcy, but she's comic relief.
I think that this show is going to show that Maria Hill is in charge now, and that Nick Fury is kind of not wanting to be in charge.
Oh man.
Danny. Yes, we want to be politically correct here, and I'm sorry. It's Caucasian vision. So it's not the white vision, Sam, or the male vision.
Caucasian vision.
It is white vision.
Alabaster.
Alabaster vision.
It's Caucasian vision. Yes.
Danny, we're gonna have words, sir. We are gonna have words.
Are you gonna have proper words?
Hey, this is how Vision's known in the South. He's the Caucasian Vision.
He's the Caucasian Vision.
Get her done. Oh my god.
I feel like he would be way more bougie than that.
Can you imagine if White Vision, he flew off and he landed in Alabama in the middle of a Klan rally and stuff?
That would be Indiana, sir.
That'd be worshiping it as a god.
You do realize Indiana is the home of Klan, right?
All I just pictured was the scene of Django when he has I can't see. I can't see.
I revision. Yes, the oh my god, the Django chain.
Awful.
With the yeah.
This show is taking a turn, and
anyway,
David literally just threw Alabama under the bus again.
Always. Hey, I could throw
Florida.
Nobody
from Alabama listens.
I could be throwing Florida under the bus, but Disney already did that. So
actually, no. Oh yes. Disney did throw Florida under the bus
for 21 years.
21 years.
Don't mess with Disney. Their lawyers are on point. Talk about understanding expensive lawyers versus non-expensive lawyers.
DeSantis probably cries himself to sleep at night.
I so saw that meme. He's gonna cry when he gets in his car. Like that. Like, oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, Disney was serving up pettiness left and right and stuff, and it was glorious to watch happen. And I'm not a big corporate guy, but I love when stuff like this happens and it unwinds. And not to get political, it's just when you do battle unnecessarily and you get whooped, it's just kind of funny to see. It's the pettiness inside of things. So,
what about you, Lou Knight?
Yeah, you're three.
You're three.
Who you wiping off the board?
So the first one's Loki. Okay. I'm good on Loki. I think he's had his time. Second one is Thor. I know Thor is probably already on his way out, but I feel like
the God of Thunder.
I mean, Disney and Marvel, they're writing him off. I mean, they're just not doing that character the justice that we know he can have. So for me, it's Thor. And then I agree, and it's a hard one. What David said. My third one is the Hulk, and I just feel because they can't give him the proper role due to legalities like that, it's time to just write him off, and they can't give him the movie or even the storyline that he deserves due to all types of legalities. So I think the Hulk is the other one that I would say it's time for you to go.
And for me, that's only a question mark for me. If they can fix that, and we get that pieces sewed up where we get full everything of Hulk and all the other properties that blah blah blah. Who is it? Warner Brothers owns. Then we're good. We can make World War Hulk, and we can do a whole bunch of other stuff with the Hulk and bring him back to the viciousness that he is. So
imagine this though. Like imagine they get those rights, right? How do you how do you kind of backpedal a little bit to give us that story? Because obviously we're now at Bruce Banner where he's like scientist Bruce Banner. Imagine the plot twist to try to fix that. The Bruce Banner that we know today is a Skrull, and they're like, this is the one, this is the Bruce Banner. They give us the World War Hulk and stuff like that.
2 words. Special presentation.
There you go.
It is separate, it's disconnected, and it's a story that just needed to be told and stuff.
Wait,
we've
what?
done it before, so.
Danny says Black Adam, Aquaman, and Cyborg, and I do not disagree. Like, we can just entirely wipe DC off the maps. We're good. We're
Goodbye.
good. What
We're
DC? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really. I mean, yeah, just restart.
I
that
do
whole
agree with
thing.
Lewis about Thor, though. I'm kind of done with Thor.
There's so much potential. Here's why
There
I'm
is.
not done.
There has been potential, and they keep dropping the ball.
If I didn't read Thor comics, I would be so inclined. So I'm a little
Sentimental.
biased. Yeah, I'm so tied into Thor's story arc and his line. Like, there's so much potential. There's oh my god, Odin's son. Or there's so many different versions of Thor that's just so badass and so epic and so stellar. That is not just the comedian goofball and stuff that we see, or the party frat boy that we've seen.
Party Thor.
Warrior Thor. There's the King Thor, the Ultimate Thor. Like, so it's hard for me to say just ride that dude off. Like, there's still a chance to kind of make him better and stuff, even from what we've seen and stuff. But
I'm gonna say
I get it.
Lovesick
I get
Thor is
it.
annoying.
I get it. So I definitely get people. The last movie I was not a fan. So
Lovesick Thor is annoying.
yeah, they wasted Christian Bale and what he could do,
Hemsworth.
what he could have brought and stuff. No, I'm talking about Gore the Butcher. That
Yeah.
character.
Okay, yes. I was like,
They wasted him in that movie and stuff. Just for
Absolutely.
they replaced that with slapstick, and so
it sucks too because there was a lot of potential for that movie and didn't happen.
Yep.
We thought, like, when we heard that Gore the God Butcher was going to be in that movie, we thought it was going to be graphic.
Yep.
We thought it was going to be violent.
Mhm.
We were like, how are they going to make this PG-13? It's impossible to make Gore the God Butcher PG-13.
And him slaying more gods than what he did and stuff.
They watered it down.
Oh my
They
God,
added
did.
like slapstick romance comedy, like, and then
They
gave
make-
us the weirdest ending to anything ever that doesn't make sense.
You know what they gave us? They gave us a slightly pissed off Uncle Fester, and I hate saying it, but that's exactly what they gave. And I'm Taika. I don't know if you just don't read comic books. You're a great director. I'm a fan, but for me, that was.
Are you speaking directly to Taika Waititi right now?
I am, because he loves our show. He's a Marvel tribe head.
Big fan. Big fan.
Shout out to Taika, and cast me in one of your shows. But dude, you dropped it. I mean, it was a wasted talent for Christian Bale. I don't really care what anyone else say about it and stuff. Gore the God Butcher could have been much more darker, much more scarier, much more, and displayed much more power than he did versus being this Uncle Fester type character that he got turned into. So.
And they have the talent to do it. I mean, look at Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange 2 was really playing that line of being a little too scary and had those moments. And Thor: Love and Thunder was nowhere near that. It was about as scary as WandaVision.
It wasn't scary at all. It was annoying more than anything. And like, I'm sorry, but I am still stuck on the whole scene at the end with Jane, and like, how are you going to Valhalla?
No, you can't go to. She couldn't go to Valhalla. That doesn't make sense. When she died, she didn't die a warrior death. That's not how you get into it in the comics. That's not how you get into it in the
MCU.
Period. Like in any mythos that has Thor and Odin as a god, that's not how you get into Valhalla. You have to die on the sword and stuff. So yeah, that didn't make sense. and but that's them just tweaking history and tweaking the way.
Yeah, but
the
that is
comic world
something
works,
that is
and-
I'm not okay with that though.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
agree.
tweak I am
don't
not
disagree.
okay with.
I don't disagree. Valhalla is set for the warriors and stuff. That's how that works and stuff. That's Guardians. So anyone can just go, just dropping dead and stuff. So that doesn't, And then granted, yeah, she was a warrior, but she didn't die in battle. She didn't, sacrifice some great victory or anything else and stuff. So, but it is what it is. I mean, we can pick apart Thor: Love and Thunder all day long and stuff. It's just overall, it's just a
We
bad
actually have, so
movie.
you can go back and find that episode of Marvel Tribe. We did that probably. How long ago did that movie come out?
Yeah, it was a minute
About a year ago,
and
right?
stuff.
So we did. You can search for that anywhere that you find podcasts. So I have some Nick Fury trivia.
Ooh, bring it.
If you guys don't have anything else you want to talk about really quick.
No, throw it out
The
there.
one thing I'm gonna throw out there is be on the lookout for tomorrow for Guardians 3's. I think it's the
Trailer.
last
Yes.
trailer. Yeah.
Guardians 3 trailer tomorrow. We did say we wanted to talk really quickly. Like, I'm kind of anxious about Guardians 3 and what's going to happen. And I don't know that I'm going to be happy with the results and who we lose. What do you guys think?
I'm not ready for Guardians 3. Guardians 3 is my second favorite storyline outside of the Captain America trilogy. Guardians, for me, is my favorite one. I wasn't a fan of 2, but overall, when you put the two together, they balance each other out. I'm not ready for it because I feel like the storyline we're probably going to get has a lot to do with outside of the scenes drama. And so that I'm a little disappointed in. And not only that, unless Adam Warlock, and I'm just theorizing here, unless Adam Warlock finishes in that movie and dies off in that movie, they're going to have a cliffhanger that's like, oh, wait, hold on, how do you do this? Because they're introducing, again, a potentially big character, and how they do that character justice, I'm really nervous because it's going to be, I hope it's not Thor: Love and Thunder where it's a bunch of jokes.
Thor, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really nervous, and I hope they kill off the right characters.
Because Adam Warlock, I don't want to see them introduce him and not be able to carry him out. I want to see I want to see characters that sustain a few more movies. Like Gore, we could have had multiple movies out of.
Yep.
Anybody that was on Earth could have had Gore as a villain.
Yep.
Not only that, if Adam Warlock wipes the Guardians, only because we know Dave Bautista is not coming back. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't wipe them clean. Like, who really comes to the Guardians' rescue to actually oh, you did that to our friends? Nobody. I mean, at this point, they're again outsiders. So he's just gonna wipe them, and how does he become
but
more
the thing
villain?
is, we can. That's where we start to get more crossovers. Like, the Guardians have so far been pretty separate as an entity. But we have more superheroes that are coming in. So, like, the Marvels. Can they come and help the Guardians?
I mean, they could. Are they going to write that type of? Are they writing that type of storyline? I think they're getting a sunset closing, but yet Adam Warlock, unfortunately, might be going down with the ship as well, and that would be horrible because that's a very.
So do you think this is the end of the Guardians as a whole?
I do. I think we're gonna keep Groot and Rocket because they're CG, but I think a lot of the main characters are gone. And I was saying in the beginning, I think that pours into the drama outside the scenes.
I think that they will recast.
Yeah, we get new Guardians.
We get new Guardians.
It's kind of how it works in the comics. So it makes sense for it to work this way. There will always be a Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, that point, yes, but I don't see us getting the Fab Five that we know today as the.
No, but we will still have Guardians. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy series.
Do you think
Yeah.
one movie's enough to give the original ones a send off, introduce new style Guardians, and give us Adam Warlock all in one film to where we buy into it?
I don't
Or
think
is
they
it
need to. They don't need to in one film.
where else can they introduce it? In the way they're going right now with everything being multiverse and stuff like that,
Mhm.
does the Guardians kind of style storyline become obsolete to what they're doing now?
No, I think it's going to inform other pieces. We have yet to kind of see. I mean, the Marvels got pushed back, and they got some reshoots and stuff like that. There's some pieces of other projects that are on docket that can be informed by events like what happens, in those shows. I don't know, because I don't know where they're going with how they're closing out the storyline and stuff. I know they're going to, but it's not close out. They're gonna sunset some of the original characters, and then it's gonna be kind of left like open ended, because you have to, when you don't kill off the entire Guardians and stuff, because you have to. I mean, there's obviously no plans for Guardians 4, but I guarantee you they leave room for a reboot. We may have just a couple of them, and they're going around searching for new Guardians who's going to join the team and stuff like that. But that's how it's going to be left open, and I think they have to. They can't give us that that Tony Stark closure. Like, we don't see that. There's going to be some big pieces that are going to be questions left open, which is good, because we get the kind of fan theory about what's next. So.
Do we lose Chris Pratt?
Yeah, I think we lose Chris Pratt, but Star-Lord is finito. So,
All right.
Yeah, I think him and Batista are the I don't want to say obvious, but they seem the most obvious. And I would not be surprised if we lose Gamora 1.0, I guess you can call her, since she's not the original one. She's the
Or 2.0, yeah.
Yeah. So I would say Pratt, Batista, and Gamora, and and retracting what
Can
I
we
said.
just lose Manus too? Because she's so weird.
I was just gonna say
I like
though,
Manus.
I was just gonna say I think Manus and Nebula might be that little piece to respawn Guardians, because they've really been building Nebula up, and you saw Mantis take a big role in the holiday special. So
Yep.
I retract what I say about who picks up that mantle, and now that I think about it, Nebula and Mantis, they've really growing those characters.
They have been very developed as characters at this point.
You're just a hater, Sam. You hate
No,
on
she
Manus for no reason.
She just creeps me out.
And not only that, we found out that she's Star-Lord's sister. So if he dies,
Exactly.
that's that fire. I'm retracting everything I said about Guardians. Yeah, never
She's going to
mind.
be even more motivated to reboot the Guardians and stuff and get new players.
And
stuff.
I
Her
can
brother-
see him like already having the plan available and like leaving her a note or something, being like, this is where you need to go find.
No,
the
he's gonna leave
people.
her a cassette tape with the songs that are hidden notes.
And you know who joins? I mean, we're going to get Cosmo. He's going to join the Guardians.
Yeah,
and
Danny
stuff.
just said Cosmo is the
Yep, Danny's
true
right.
hero of the story.
He's not the true hero, Danny, but a nice sentiment to say that and stuff. But
Will we get Howard? I mean, he's obviously out there.
Oh,
I'm so
gosh.
done. God, I wish Howard the Duck had more of a prevalent role in these phases, so I can write him off. Because I'm done with Howard the Duck. I'm seriously like, unless you're giving us a cartoon version of him, I love the nostalgia, the nod, the shout out to like, oh hey, like here's Howard the Duck. It was an MCU movie. It was part of the MCU family. Like, people didn't know that. I get
It was
that.
cute for a second.
It was, and yes, the comic books are okay too and stuff for me. But no, I'm done. I'm just okay. He has cameo. Bye, Howard.
How do you truly feel? I'm just kidding.
I have some. Yeah,
He's like, choke on your cigar.
Some of these characters and stuff. Absolutely. Go look at Duff Boobies on some other planet and call it good. Retire. You're done. Sunset Hill.
Sunset Hill.
So, but yeah,
Because-
we'll get a new version of Guardians, and I think this is going to probably set that up by leaving some things open ended and stuff, which is kind of how you have to do that. So.
And I'm sure that if you want to see our reactions to the Oh, Danny just said Mantis takes the title of Star-Lord since she has celestial blood.
Danny, you need to just come on the show so we can actually have a conversation about that.
Yeah, Danny, why aren't you coming on Marvel Tribe with us? But if you want to hear our reactions to the new drop for Guardians, we will give that to you on Wednesday during our Walt's Apartment live show.
Yes.
Are you guys ready for some Nick Fury trivia?
No,
Absolutely.
but let's go. Let's do it.
What was the first Marvel movie Nick Fury appeared in?
Iron Man.
Iron Man 2.
No, Iron Man.
It's the first one, Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about when he appeared?
No.
He's like, no. Okay. What is Nick Fury's middle initial?
Nick Fury's or Samuel
Nicholas
L.
No,
Yes.
Nicholas Fury.
It's mother.
Hello, Jay.
It is Jay. Nicholas J. Fury. Where? Oh, this is David.
What?
Where was Nick Fury born?
Where was he born?
You want choices?
Yeah, give me multiple choice.
Was he born or government issued? No, I'm just kidding.
Choices are Memphis, Tennessee, Phoenix, Arizona, Atlanta, Georgia, or Huntsville, Alabama.
I'm going Alabama just because you said that.
Yeah, he's Alabama all the way. That's some bullshit. Yeah.
How does Nick Fury lose sight in his left eye?
Oh, the cat.
The comic book or the MCU?
In the MCU.
The stupid flea Flarkin.
It's a Flarkin. Goose the Flarkin.
And bonus answer in the comics is grenade shrapnel, which he lies about, but okay.
What does he say it is in the comics?
Yeah. He says grenade shrapnel.
Oh.
He was fighting in the war. And then he also lies about it here. He said it was a disagreement or someone he trusted.
Yeah.
Someone he trusted, yeah.
Yeah, he trusted Goose, all right.
You can't trust a cat, so he knew.
It's not a cat, it's a Flarkin.
It's a Flarkin, yeah.
It's a Flarkin.
Yes.
In which film is Nick Fury supposedly killed only to be shown alive later?
Oh,
he killed in Winter Soldier?
No, or hold on. I'm picturing it.
Iron Man 2, Captain America the Winter Soldier, Ant-Man and the Wasp, or Captain Marvel?
I'm going to go Winter Soldier then.
I think it was Winter Soldier. That's what I said first, yeah.
It is Winter Soldier.
I didn't know if it was that or Civil War. I just remember seeing the scene where he's all laid out.
Which of the following films does Nick Fury not make an appearance in? Avengers: Age of Ultron, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America: The First Avenger, Spider-Man: Far From Home. Which one is he not in? Avengers: Age of Ultron, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America: The First Avenger, or Spider-Man: Far From Home? Which one?
I'm trying to figure out where would he have been in Captain America?
I'm gonna go Guardians.
Guardians.
He wasn't at the.
Danny says Guardians too. It's Guardians.
Yeah. Okay.
Was Nick Fury a victim of Thanos' snap?
Yes.
Yes.
Because he didn't get to finish saying mother.
Was Nick Fury present at Tony Stark's funeral?
Yes, again.
How many MCU films has Nick Fury appeared in during the Infinity Saga?
Oh, geez.
7, 9, 11, or 13?
Go 11.
9.
The answer is 11.
Are we talking about extra credit? I mean, after credits?
It just says how many MCU films has Nick Fury appeared in during the Infinity Saga. I don't know if it's after
9.
credit.
That's a bunk, but okay.
I mean, maybe they're including
You're concluding after
end
credits.
credits.
They are.
Nick Fury was a CIA agent during which real war? Vietnam, Korean, Cold War, Iraq War.
He's a CIA agent during.
Which real war?
I'm gonna go with
Vietnam, Korean,
Korean
Cold,
War.
Iraq.
Iraq.
Cold War. The Cold War,
Okay.
that was my last question. Now we know some more things about Nicholas J. Fury.
Damn, I got B on that. That's not good.
You better
like-
study up on your flurry.
I guess so. God, I'm
I
forgetting
said
more.
flurry. Fury.
Flurry. Forget more stuff than most people know, but it is what it is. I'm getting.
That's
old.
okay. Me too. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we close it out?
No, I'm excited. I'm so glad. I'm gonna go rewatch that trailer and look for some little hidden Easter eggs and see if there's some characters in there I couldn't identify. I know that we got the MI6 lady and stuff who's Nick Fury's equivalent over there for the Crown. So that should be interesting to see because she's just as vicious and mean as he is. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna rewatch the trailer and maybe Wednesday I'll see what nuggets I find out. But I'm good. This was great. The trailer hit exactly where I needed to hit. I'm feeling great about this series.
I agree.
I wonder if we'll see Harrison Ford.
I think they're saving him for armor. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
we get him in Thunderbolt bolts as well as Armor War, and I think they're saving him. So
I think so too. All right. You guys ready to close it out?
let's do
Absolutely.
this.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this impromptu Marvel Tribe Live. We will see you all on Wednesday at our Waltz Apartment live stream. Marvel Tribe out.